Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 12 already of the Gloves Off podcast. I'm your co-host, Max Malec.
I'm Elle McKenzie.
And this week, as always, we have a very, very, very special episode. This week, guy to my left, defenseman, sophomore, Cade Christenson. Then the guy across from me, junior forward, Aiden Fink. Cader, Finker, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You don't like the headphones anymore?
No, ditching the headphones.
Just a few seconds
I
with
kind
the
of like you
headphones.
with the headphones on.
It makes it like very clear, but
Can
how
I
are
adjust
you?
this? Or?
Of course. Move it wherever. How are you guys doing? Enjoying your years?
Good, yeah. Bit of
Yeah.
a breather right now, so getting some rest, hanging out. We're enjoying the weather, but now it's cold again in State College, of course. So
Yeah.
it's
Very
been good.
unfortunate weather in State College this week.
Well, it's
but
Pennsylvania weather.
That is
The
true.
weather's so bipolar here.
I hear
it's
last
insane.
week it was like really nice.
Oh,
out
it's
there.
beautiful. Yeah, and then we come back and it's just terrible.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. How are you guys doing hockey-wise? Unfortunate loss against Michigan, but before that, you guys had a great game against Minnesota, and regionals are coming up. So, how are you feeling? What does that feel like?
Yeah, we're excited. Obviously, when it gets down to crunch time and the national championships right there, you get excited. So, definitely very excited. But we got a couple weeks off here, and we've had some couple off days, and ready to get back at it.
Yeah, I think everyone's excited.
Oh yeah.
I think that a little bit of a break doesn't necessarily hurt. We had it last year, so kind of the same situation. So spirits are high. I think everybody's looking forward to next weekend and seeing where we end up, and looking forward to starting it and hopefully making another run this year.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
We want to do a little background on you guys. Aiden, I think you've been on Gloves Off before, but Cade, I don't think you have. Am I right?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Awesome. Well, welcome. We kind of like to go backwards and just kind of get a feel for how you guys started playing hockey, what your youth hockey journeys look like. You both are 04s, and you're both from Alberta. So what did hockey look like for you guys? When did you guys both get into that?
You to go first?
It doesn't matter. I can go first, dude.
All right, give her. Start.
I think I first put on skates when I was 3 years old. Started very young. Obviously, Alberta, Canada. It's a hockey. It's hockey all in Canada. So that's kind of what you do when you're young. And started when I was 3. Probably got into hockey at like 5, 6. I want to say for Timbits. Whenever
that's
Timbits.
probably Timbits is like
5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah, probably started then. And then from there on, I just kind of kept loving the game, kept growing. So, from then on, I've been playing hockey.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. I think, Timbits I probably started skating when I was around 4 and then started playing. That's what they call. I don't know if it's still called Timbits.
I think it is.
After Tim Hortons sponsors all the jerseys and you got little Timbits on it.
Those are the cutest little kids. Every
Yeah.
time I see them playing, I'm like, oh my gosh, they look like bobbleheads. Like their helmets are so big and their little bodies. But
and then you got that blue divider.
Yeah,
That's what's the
yeah,
ice
yeah.
because
You
you
got
got
the
the
blue
and you're just trying to
pucks,
hit people over the entire time.
aw, and
Sometimes
like
you
all
just
the
fall.
kids are just like chasing the puck.
Oh,
no
yeah.
one's spreading out.
Yeah.
No nothing.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
It's really fun.
Did you guys play any other sports growing up or only hockey?
I mean, yeah, I did.
I played a lot of just I think I kind of played everything.
Yeah, I mean.
I played football, soccer, volleyball, basketball, baseball, golf. Nothing very. I wouldn't say I played that competitively because hockey goes spring hockey is right after the winter season, so we play hockey pretty much all year round, from August to June. You think? Probably maybe a
about
month
that,
off of
yeah.
hockey.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I kind of did everything. I played in school. Did you play in school? School sports?
I played a bunch of school sports, but
Yeah.
I played football. Loved
Wow.
football. Loved it. Was quarterback, so played that, and I think I played that for 6 or 7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
One time I tried to play football. It was the one year I did play was in the middle of hockey season.
Yeah.
And then it's impossible. By the time hockey season got in full go, it was
Yeah.
because the weather at home is so it gets cold so fast. It's not warm very long. So the football season's so fast and it overlaps with the start of hockey. So
What made you pick hockey over football?
I wasn't 6'4". I knew I had no journey or no path in football, so that's kind of why I picked hockey. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't very good, honestly.
I was good.
At least Cade's got the height.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I was good.
I can't
I
run
had some
fast
pure
enough.
talent.
What's your player comp, Aiden, do you think?
Like I think Kyler Murray.
Okay.
So
Like really short, but also really mobile?
fast. Yeah, mobile.
You are not fast.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
That was my problem in football. Is I can't run fast enough. I was just like, well, I can't run, so let's put skates on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a chance to do something. Still kind of slow, but
Yeah, I can move in that pocket.
And what's the football scene like in Canada? Obviously, football in the States is king. High school football runs the small towns and everything. Is it the same in Canada, or is it more hockey-oriented?
Hockey.
yeah.
Hockey.
I football, like a lot of the high schools like have football teams, but it's nothing like hockey. I'd say everybody plays hockey at some point,
Yeah.
and then like some people end up playing. Like I know a few guys who played like football throughout their time in high school, and then they play in like the Canadian universities and stuff. But I'd say it's definitely not as big as hockey for sure.
Yeah, no, hockey's definitely way bigger. Yeah.
Everybody plays hockey. That's just what everybody does.
Yeah.
Aiden, you're a big Packers fan,
Die
right?
hard.
How did you get into the Packers?
Yeah,
scene?
why the Packers?
Yeah, like that seems kind of random.
Well, when we were kids, there's no streaming apps where you can get any kind of game. Now you can get any game, any team. But when you had it on TV, there's only usually three teams that would be playing. It would be the Green Bay Packers, it'd be the San Francisco 49ers, and it would be the Seattle Seahawks. So I had to choose between those three. Actually, Steelers were in there too. You can watch Steelers.
Games were pretty. Yeah, they were on.
They were on. But those were pretty much the four teams that you would get. You wouldn't get anyone else. And loved Aaron Rodgers, loved that team. And I kind of, Aaron Rodgers was such a good quarterback that I kind of bandwagoned onto him. And I've been a diehard Packers fan ever since.
I love that. What's your team, Cade? Do you have one?
Steelers.
Oh,
At least
wow.
one of you has the right idea.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
geez.
Steelers.
I was like my dad's a diehard Niners fan. He's been a Niners fan forever, and I've liked the same sports teams as him my whole life. And then I was like, football. I was like, being Canadian, you kind of get to choose because obviously we don't have a team. So I was like, I'll be different. And then I was the first ever team that I was like, oh, maybe I like was the Lions because I loved Calvin Johnson. But then he retired like right as I started watching football.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, like who else is like interesting? And that was when the Steelers had like Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, AB. Like they were a lot of fun. So I was like, a couple of my friends from home too are Steelers fans, so that made it easier. So it's just kind of like, and then coincidence, I end up here, and everybody thinks I'm a bandwagon.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, I'm not. 20, I probably started watching football, like, actually in 2016. So probably, like, the prime of...
That was definitely the prime, like,
yeah.
right before AB, like, went, like, batshit crazy.
Yeah, and did everything, and then they all broke up. But I was like, these guys are fun, so
yeah.
I'm going to be a Steelers fan.
Now, my Canadian geography is absolutely terrible. Both growing up in Alberta, did you guys, before you played in juniors and played in college, did you have a relationship before? Did you play against each other, or was that did that kind of come later?
Yeah, we played against... because Aiden's from Calgary, I'm from Edmonton, so that's about a 3-hour drive. Yeah. But we play against each other all the time growing up.
Spring hockey together.
Yeah, we played together a few times. Yeah. But I mean, we've known each other since we were little kids. You play hockey against all those like kind of Alberta teams, Edmonton, Calgary, all the small towns and stuff like that. So, how long do you think we've known each other? Since we were 10 maybe?
Adam?
Yeah, probably around 10.
Yeah, 8 to 10.
Yeah.
That's so
Something
cute.
like that. Yeah.
Do you guys have any, do you remember meeting each other? Or just remember, your teams playing each other? Do you have any, personal stories of each other?
I mean, we have one. I don't remember meeting him.
No, we played Havoc.
Yeah, we played Havoc.
We played together for one tournament one time, but we mostly played against each other.
Yeah, but
are you gonna tell the story? I think you're gonna tell.
Yeah,
or you can tell it.
But it was. I think this was end of grade 12.
Yeah, this is because I think it was my graduation gift.
Yeah,
so
that was my graduation gift too, and it was basically my mom got me and two of my best buddies and their families. We got a trip to go to Mexico.
Oh.
And we went to this resort. I think it was in Cancun.
I think it was.
It's Cancun.
Yeah.
I can't remember the resort name, but whatever. We get to this resort and we spend about a day or two there, and kind of didn't realize, but I was walking around and I kind of thought I knew someone. Like, I knew Cade's dad.
Yeah.
I thought I knew his dad, and I couldn't, like, resemble it. I couldn't tell where I knew him from. And then finally, about probably like 4 or 5 hours later, I see this guy just strom off into the pool and start jumping in the pool, and I'm like, is that Cade?
Yeah, that was a complete fluke.
Yeah, and yeah, it was Cade. He was there at the same time as I was, there for graduation at the same time.
Aw.
And yeah, from then on, we spent
Yeah.
the next 4 or 5 days together and
Yeah.
just hung out. And
Yeah, that was completely unplanned. I remember I was sitting by the pool and my buddy comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, I think Aiden Fink's here." I go, "No, he's not. He's not. Like, why would he be at the same resort like right now?" And he's like, "I think I saw him." And then I was like, I told my dad that, and he's like, "No way," because I think I just saw his mom, but he was like saying this Aiden. He's like, I know who that is, but I'm like, I can't think of her name. And he's like, "That's definitely him." So yeah, we ended up running into each other and we had some fun.
Wow.
Got to hang out for the last like,
That's
3 or 4 days of
awesome.
the trip.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Played what,
That was a good-
soccer in 110 degrees.
Yeah, that was a terrible idea.
That was,
Wow.
That was fun though.
We had a good trip.
Is the tournament you guys are talking about when you guys were both on the Canada West team together?
No,
No.
that was like the Havoc tournament was when we were like really young.
Oh,
Canada West was junior, so that was a little older.
Okay.
That was
so after
last year,
this meeting.
juniors.
Yeah, that was the year before you came here, and then I played one more year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had a little bit of time together before we got here, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's fun. I've been to Edmonton and Calgary. They're both very fun
you've been to
places.
Edmonton and Calgary?
I have. I'm like
Why?
a little Canadian traveler. I went to Edmonton for the brick tournament for
Oh,
my
yeah.
brother, and then Calgary for the Circle K tournament. So yeah, lots of hockey. But
That's a match.
did you guys do
That's
the
the
brick?
Max now, yeah. Or yeah.
Yeah.
They
It used
changed
to be
the
called
name or
the-
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys do the brick tournament or anything?
I played on the brick team.
I
Yeah,
didn't
Okay,
know.
you did not.
No,
yeah,
Cade
that was
better
a
than me.
really fun tournament.
Yeah,
A lot of really good players in that now.
Yeah.
that
Other
mall's
guys.
awesome.
It's a cool mall.
It
Yeah, it
is.
is.
And
Yeah.
I can't go there anymore
There's
now.
way
though.
too many people
It's
there.
it's too busy.
It's
Really?
jammed every day.
They got
Wow.
a Chick-fil-A there like maybe 2 years ago or something like that, and I remember when they first opened that because we never had like Chick-fil-A, Chipotle. We just started getting those, and I remember they opened the Chick-fil-A and the line was you
Yeah.
couldn't believe how big the line was. It was like stretched out. It was in the
Oh
food
my
courts like
gosh.
all the way out of the mall. Like it's insane.
that is crazy. Do you guys? I mean, it's closer for I guess you, Aiden, but Banff and like Lake Louise
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
You get up there
Oh
sometimes.
yeah. All the
That was
time.
beautiful. We did that too. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very cold, but so pretty and so
Yeah.
worth it. But I love it out there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's very
Fash
nice.
came down this summer actually for Stampede, and I
Yeah.
took him to Lake Louise
Yeah.
and Banff.
My whole class did too.
Yeah,
I was
I
just
do.
gonna
Yeah.
ask about that, like the Calgary Stampede and stuff. So you guys have both been there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
We had a good group come down this
Yeah,
year.
we did.
Aiden had his whole class come.
Except Eamon. Eamon
Yeah.
Missed
didn't
it.
want to come
Eamon
last
didn't want to
minute.
come and have fun.
Just
But
yeah.
no. And then Fash came down. He flew into Edmonton, and we drove down to Calgary. So that was a good trip. We got to meet some of the new guys too. Smitty was there
Yeah, Gav
that
was
time.
there.
Gav was there.
Aw.
So
Yeah,
it was
it was
good.
over
That was the
at the
first time I
house.
ever met any of them. So that was it was fun.
Team bonding.
Ulmer
Yeah.
was there too.
Ulmer was there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of you guys from
Yeah,
out
there's-
west,
yeah.
like there. Wow,
Yeah, we got a lot of Western Canadian boys now.
Yeah, we do.
you're outnumbering the OHL guys, I think.
Yeah. How do we got? We got
Oh, we got a lot, man.
yeah, me, you, Graver, Ulmer,
Smitty.
Gab, Smitty. Yeah, there's only there's 3 from Ontario? 4. Oh, Flum's from
Yeah.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
something like that.
But
Speaking of the OHL and stuff, you guys both took the non-traditional route where you went to the AJHL. Was
Great league.
what made you make that choice? Was college always something that was like on your mind, or why did you not do like the WHL or anything where you didn't get to go to college?
For me, I thought I was going to go to the WHL for sure. I billeted people in the WHL and the Kitman and that stuff. I had guys live with me and that stuff. So I kind of got to see what they felt about it. And they said they loved it. So I think I was about 11 or 12 at that time. So, at that time I was fully in for the WHL, knew nothing about college. I don't know if you, but
yeah, I was definitely a little bit of a late bloomer, so I was kind of I didn't really get a whole lot of WHL interest until I was probably like 18.
Yeah.
So I played in the AJ at Insured Park, which is just 15 minutes from where I live, so it was kind of perfect.
Yeah.
I got to live at home my whole junior career, which was awesome. But yeah, I was kind of like, I didn't really know much about college. Actually, the first time that I talked to Pegs was at that Canada West tournament that we went to. But I didn't really have much like thought on going to college or anything like that. I was like, well, I'll play junior, and then I thought maybe if I played there for a year and then go play in the dub. But yeah, once I kind of first got my first taste of, you know, American schools, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
This might be something I want to do. So back then we didn't know the rules were going to change. So we didn't want to, I think for me at least, I didn't want to give up the opportunity to get my degree and come play at a pretty cool school like this. So
Cader, what was your recruitment process like?
Yeah, I was definitely a little bit later than Aiden. I kind of started talking to schools around 17, 18. So the first time I talked to Penn State, like I said, was at the Canada West tournament that we went to. It was brief. I had a little bit of conversation, and then actually, like the next day, I got a call from Pegs, and he's like, "Hey, actually, we want to offer you a scholarship." And I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." I guess I should have went back a little further. I did visit about a month before that, but that was the first time they, talked about offering me anything like that. So I remember coming home after my visit, and I was like, Mom, I got to go here. This place is so cool. I was like, I don't want to go anywhere else. I don't want to tour anywhere else. It's like, this place is, they were playing Michigan the weekend I was here a few years ago, and Pagula was sold out and rock, and I'm like, this place is so cool.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. So yeah, when Pegs called, it was a no-brainer. I called my parents right away, and I was like, hey, they offered me a scholarship, and I'm like, I got to take it. We got to do this. So, and then from there on, I played, I think, another year at junior and made my way down here. And, best decision I ever made. So.
Yeah, and you mentioned like the craziness of Pagula with Michigan, and then that kind of piggybacked into your freshman year, which was an absolute roller coaster. What was it like? It's your first year playing college hockey, playing for a program like Penn State, and then you have a season like that.
Yeah, I think that was, I was, pretty fortunate to get to walk into something like that. But I think all the guys, as a freshman, you come in and this place has such a, almost a vibe to it, and the way, everybody operates. The staff, teammates, and stuff like that. It's just such a inviting place to want to come to. And I think that, last year I came in here and I felt at home right away. And everybody treats you really well. I had Simon as my D partner the whole year. He took me under his wing and really helped me get acquainted to playing college hockey. So I think that getting to go on that run last year as a freshman was something pretty valuable. And not something I'm just going to take into the rest of my time here, but into the rest of my career and stuff like that, and some of those memories are pretty special. So, it was a pretty lucky year, but I think we deserved it. We worked for it, and it was a lot of fun.
For sure. And then, Finker, before you came here, you were drafted by the Nashville Predators. Can you just take us through that day and that whole process? Were you expecting to get the call? What was your reaction when you got the call? And then what was your first decamp like with them?
Yeah. Actually, funny story. I was actually here. It was freshman summer, so it was a year that I was coming in here, and I was here. I think the draft was end of June. I don't know the exact date, June 27th, 28th, something like that. I didn't know for sure that I was going to get the call. I was 50-50. If I got drafted, I got drafted. If I didn't, I didn't. Like, that's kind of where my head was at. And lucky enough, I was walking back from English class with Eamon. I was walking back, and we got back to the place, and I got a call from a random number that said Nashville. And they let me know that I got drafted, and it was pretty cool. It was a pretty funny story too. Then right after, I think I left a day or two after that to go to development camp, and development camp was awesome. Obviously, they put you through a lot of obstacles, and they teach you new stuff and that stuff. So. I learned a lot from that development camp, and also the last two I've learned a lot from those development camps.
How do you think you've grown and matured, not only as like a hockey player, but as a person through those development camps?
Yeah. I think the development camps, they teach you new stuff, whether that's on the ice or off the ice. There's a lot of seminars with, just taking care of your body, nutrition with your body, and A lot of seminars that aren't involved with hockey and just outside of hockey, and how to keep your body, to the highest you can. So, I've definitely learned a lot, and I've definitely matured a lot from those development camps.
Love that. I just wanted to talk about, Cade kind of answered it, but he's been here for 2 years. Aiden, you've been here for 3. Can you guys imagine how much this program has changed since when you guys first stepped foot on campus, and how it's continuing to change and stuff?
I think that, from when I first got here, obviously hockey was, still a growing sport. We get a ton of support and everything like that, but I think that the biggest thing I've noticed maybe from, this year compared to last year is just how much hockey is starting to grow, I think, across, like, not just, Penn State, but, American universities in general. I think that we're getting a lot more coverage. It's on TV more and more now. It's kind of, becoming a, closer to a top tier sport that the universities have. So I think that if I kind of look back to August of last year and then August of this season, that would probably be the biggest thing for me. Is just the hype, the media, all the eyes and all the support that we have has just continued to grow over my time. And I think that our Frozen Four run had a lot to do with that last year. I think we gained a lot of supporters, and we put our team kind of on the map as a top college hockey program, and I think it's kind of only going to go up from here. So,
And coming into this season, obviously there's a lot of pressure. Both you guys played extremely well last year. How do you navigate that pressure, not only as a team but personally? Because I'm sure, especially on social media, there's a lot of people coming after you. How do you manage to keep your mental health in check, make sure you stay confident, and know that you can trust yourself to go out and perform every night, and also keep yourself mentally steady?
Yeah, I think we have we have a lot of great resources. Everybody supports each other as teammates, and all that stuff. We're a pretty good group that makes sure we take care of everybody. But I think that for the most part, we just try to focus on the internal stuff. Yeah. Obviously, people talk and stuff like that, but that doesn't change, our play on the ice or anything like that. We just go out there and try to do our best to perform and win every night. So I think that as long as you have that mindset of kind of trying to, drown it out and at least filter through the stuff that is unnecessary or meant to, try to bring you down, you can do a good enough job to make sure that whenever you do go into a game, you're in the right headspace and prepared to play.
Yeah. Speaking of historic moments and stuff, you guys got to participate in the first ever outdoor game at Beaver Stadium this year. Can you take me through how you guys were feeling? Was it everything you guys expected it to be and everything?
Yeah. Obviously, we got to play at Ringley last year, and that was pretty cool. How many fans were there? There's a lot of support, especially in Chicago, not playing against a Chicago team or something like that. So, last year was very cool playing at Ringley. But this year, something about it, just the support we got there, the people that, made that happen, the staff that, made the ice happen and all that stuff. It was, it's an unforgivable moment that we're going to have for the rest of our life. So, it was awesome. It was so much fun, especially walking out through that tunnel with 80,000 people there. You got the chills definitely, and then being able to play in that game and, losing in overtime sucked, but still never forget that game, and I think that's going to be the coolest game that we've played.
I think that really showed me what Penn State is all about, and how much they support their teams. I remember sitting in class a week earlier, and our professor asking who's all going to the outdoor game, and watching everybody raise their hands is this is pretty cool. Yeah. That it's cold outside, they don't have to. It's they got to bundle up and do all this, but to for us as a team to walk out there and see everybody excited to be there and cheering us on, it was pretty cool, and something I don't think any of us will ever forget. So
now, if you could have an outdoor game anywhere else in the world, where would you pick?
That's a good question.
McMahon Stadium.
Where?
McMahon Stadium.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the CFL Stadium in Calgary.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the Oilers and
Flames played there.
Flames play, and then they played at
They played in
they
Edmonton.
played in Edmonton too. That's fun. I think it'd be cool. I know you wouldn't be able to get a whole lot of fans and stuff like that, but some of the mountains, like in the mountains, Banff has a lot of like Banff and Jasper have a lot of cool like
Lake
on the
Louise.
lakes. Yeah, like
Yeah.
skating on the lakes, you can see under the ice. I think that would be pretty cool if you could do something like that, like the scenery and everything like that would be something special. But yeah, it's pretty hard to beat Beaver. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't think you can beat.
I don't think you're getting anything else like that.
Yeah.
So
Did you guys ever take like a moment during the game to just kind of look up and be like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
wow, this is
Especially going out for warm-ups, I know that.
Yeah.
When I went out for warm-ups, that's the moment I took, and I looked around and was able to see a bunch of people even there for warm-ups, and that support just gave me chills, so it's very cool.
You have the record for most goals in a ever outdoor hockey
Yeah.
game at Beaver Stadium with 2 goals and the first ever goal. So
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
pretty
your
awesome.
first goal was pretty cool. I was
Yeah.
on the ice for that one, and it was
that
just
is-
like watching everybody get so excited and the place just kind of erupt. It was like, wow, this is
Yeah, the crowd pops were
yeah,
insane
it
that
was
game.
nuts. Like
I
you
don't
just
even
like
remember it.
I
just
know.
remember
I kind of
blacking
blacked out too. I didn't even score. I was in the neutral zone, but I kind of blacked out too.
Just blacked out.
Our our video of your goal on Instagram has over 3 million views. So
Really?
yeah, thanks for that.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
And
Yeah,
with
that-
those goals, that helped you break a record. You became the fastest player in program history to reach 100 points. When you came in here, was that a goal or even a thought that you could accomplish that? Or was that something that was kind of out of sight, out of mind?
Yeah, I mean, when I came in here, I didn't even think about that. Obviously, I wanted to, showcase my skill and be able to play in the lineup, and that's kind of my only focus point coming into this, coming into college. So I didn't really think about it at all coming in.
And then on top of that, this season, you're adding to your resume. You were voted by your teammates as the alternate captain. What does that honor mean to you, and how significant is that for you? And obviously, it takes a lot to have a title like that. Is there anybody in your life that has taught you any, I guess, leadership qualities or qualities that you apply to help lead the team as best as you can?
Yeah, obviously it's a huge honor to be an assistant captain and wear a letter for this program. I've been here for 3 years, and I've always dreamed of having, a letter for this program. And, it's such a special program that, it's been awesome, and I'm so thankful for the team, so thankful for my teammates and all that and the coaching staff. So, it's a huge honor. And then I think I would just say, honestly, my dad. My dad's been a big role model in my life. He's taught me a lot of things, and, he's definitely taught me a lot of leadership things that, I can take and, help out my teammates whenever they need it. And, I would say my dad.
Love that. I wanted to kind of switch gears and talk about just your life at Penn State and everything. What do you guys like to do outside of play hockey here? What are you guys up to?
What do we like to do?
Sleep.
Yeah, we like to sleep.
Football games.
Football games
yeah,
are the
football,
best.
yeah.
Did you
Sundays, everyone will be over at the house watching football, watching the Packers win.
Saturdays before our season starts is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You get to be out there and just, not even, sometimes we don't even go into the games, but just being out there and interacting with people and getting to meet new people. And you meet so many cool people at tailgates, like alumni and whatnot. And I know we've made some relationships with, people outside the sport who like Debo, for example. He tells us all the time, he's like, I don't even know what's going on the ice half the time, but he's our biggest supporter. And it's like, it's cool to meet people like that and, get to be out there and, have some fun and blow off some steam and get away from the rink, I guess.
And you guys have been here long enough to experience quite a few Penn State football games. What's your favorite one that you've been to so far?
Mine personally was the whiteout, like my freshman year last year. I think that like you've seen, like when they come in, everybody tells you what it's like, but until you go, you don't actually know what it's like. I remember we were walking in. I think I was walking in with you and Reese, and we had probably a group of 10 of us. And by the time I got to my seat at like the top of the bleachers, I was by myself. So it's just like that chaos of everybody trying to like funnel in that little entrance they have to the bleachers. Yeah. It's like I get in there and I'm like, well, I don't even know where anybody is right now. I'm like, I'm completely lost, but such a cool atmosphere. Yeah. I'd say for sure that was me. That was like my first experience of like, wow, this is pretty cool.
Love that. What do you guys like to do in your free time? Do you play any video games? Do you like to play any other things? Or
Yeah, I mean, I like to play video games. A couple guys are still on that Fortnite grind.
Yeah.
It's a game that, it's fun to play with, other people
Yeah,
and that
hang out.
stuff.
Yeah, we do a lot of hanging out too. I think too, just going to the house and
Especially when it gets warm out,
Yeah.
I think last week when it was spring break, I think, what was it, 20 degrees Celsius or 70,
it was nice.
High
A lot nicer than it is
high
today.
75,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And a bunch of guys just came over to the backyard and just sat in the backyard for an hour or two and just shot the shit and
Told
that
stories
stuff,
and just kind of had fun. Yeah.
Love that. We learned that Luke can play the guitar. We've learned that there's a few other fun hobbies that your teammates have. Do you guys have any fun hidden talents or anything?
I actually don't think I do.
Yeah, we're one-trick ponies, aren't we?
Yeah,
we play hockey and that's about it.
That's about where your
Yeah.
list ends. All right.
I'm probably like the
understandable.
most average individual at almost everything. You could like other than hockey, I could play golf, I can play basketball, I can play baseball, I can play football, but just average. You can just play everything. I couldn't play the guitar like Misa though. I wanted to learn one year, but I feel like that takes a lot of work.
It does.
He's persistent. He tells me he plays for an hour every day. I'm like, good for
Wow.
you. That's
Yeah.
to be that consistent. I'm like, I don't know if I could have the patience to sit there. I'm spinning in my
cannot
chair
either.
right now. My ADHD would take
Yeah.
over,
Yeah.
and I'd start
Yeah,
losing
you
it,
would
but-
be. You would
Yeah,
not
I don't have the
that.
patience for
No,
that.
you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
We all are good at nothing outside of hockey.
I mean, like water sports. I am I've
Yeah,
always
yeah.
lived on the water, so
That's
wake
fun.
surfing, skiing, wakeboarding, kind of that stuff.
That's fun. What about your ping pong and darts that you guys do as a team? Are you guys
We're
good at
bad.
those?
We're battle.
You're both
Yeah,
not good?
we're not the two to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
ping pong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always I need to get into it before I get out. I got 2 more years. I got to start.
I try to get into it, but I just get killed
Yeah.
every game.
And the
Like,
guys
I
in this
can't
hopper
even-
are so competitive.
Yeah.
There's no way you're learning.
And they're just on the table all the
Yeah,
time.
they're always
so
playing.
It's so tough to get games and that stuff. And if you're not playing for the board, what are you playing for, right?
It's true.
So.
And we're not good enough to play. for
No,
the
we're
board.
not.
We need
I've
some
tried
serious
to
practice.
challenge Eamon. I've tried to challenge Fordo, Dane. Just get smacked every
Yeah,
time.
that's okay. At least you're trying.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Is there
maybe we'll play over the summer or something, hey, and then come
we'll do
back
some-
and be able to play. But
Yeah.
is there something you guys compete in outside of ping pong, darts, and hockey? Because we know as the athletes, we're always wanting to compete in quite literally everything. So is there anything outside of that you guys compete in?
I think football, when football season, me and Cade go back and
yeah, we're
back and
very. I
forth
think
with,
sports, fantasy football.
Yeah, I was gonna say fantasy.
Yeah, that's a big one for us. I think we have a league with the guys on our team, and that's a fun one. That's competitive.
Yeah.
A lot of chirping and stuff like that after every week of whoever's team wins and stuff like that. But
it's just fun. So
I think we like to take some time off too when we get out of the rink because you're there all
Yeah.
day and you're being so competitive the entire time. So it is fun to just relax and not have to worry about that stuff.
yeah.
As to Canadian guys and us being Americans, how do you feel about United States winning the Olympics?
Clean sweep, the men's, women's, and then the Paralympics.
I would say Canada dominated that gold medal.
They should have
game.
won.
And you know what? One bounce happens, and
Yeah.
I mean USA it was a nice goal in 3-on-3, but Canada also had about 6 open nets.
Yeah, they
Hellebuck had a great game.
they had
but
their chance to win,
yeah.
but they
beat.
you know what I thought? I thought it was
They
too
beat
bad
themselves.
they did 3-on-3 and for overtime.
Yeah, you should have gone
They
to a
should've
shootout.
no, I think they should have played 5-on-5.
5.
Yeah.
I remember I remember growing up when Crosby scored that goal against the Americans.
If it's 5-on-5, Canada's winning that game. You even know it. They dominated that game. What was the shot?
It was that was
2-1.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool game though. I think that the coolest thing about all of that is all the support and all you see hockey forever is just kind of a maybe a little less of a popular sport, but you just see it now. It's just growing and growing and growing. So
Yeah.
everybody's starting to play, and
Yeah, it's definitely a growing sport.
yeah,
That's for
the
sure.
Canadians got to come back. We got to get all over Gav
I mean-
next year to get it done
Yeah.
at the World Junior. We need a win.
I mean, the
think.
Canadian women's they got beat 5 times in a row by USA or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were
USA's
getting
kinda had our
beat.
number this year.
Yeah, they had her number, and then yeah, I mean, I thought they played well. We watched that game. I thought they played really well. It's just USA women's just so good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they beat them. And, yeah,
It's okay.
hasn't been a good year for Canada, but that's right.
Better luck in 4 years, I guess.
Yeah.
2
We'll-
years,
we'll
World Cup of
report back.
Hockey.
World Cup
Yeah.
of Hockey,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's in Calgary,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, in Edmonton.
Yeah, Calgary.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that'll be
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
That'll be
Big
really
news
cool.
for the cities.
Yeah.
That was fun the year they did it with the like Team North. I don't know if they're gonna do that again. Like
I
that
don't know,
Team
yeah.
North America with like
Yeah.
that was when like McDavid and Matthews and them were all on that team.
I feel like you shouldn't. You should do countries at that
You
point,
think,
especially with
yeah.
how
I
the
think they
rivalries
should-
have been.
I think they should do Team North America 100%.
You think do it again?
Yeah. Put
What
all
would,
the
what would
youngsters.
you do with somebody like Celebrini
Oh,
if he
man.
was under? Does he go on Team North America or Team
Yeah,
Canada?
he goes Team North America. I mean, I think watching that was so much fun. Goudreau, McKinnon,
They had
Matthews.
Looking back on that team now, if you look
McDavid,
at them
yeah.
now, it's like they're all the best players.
they're all the
in
best
NHL.
players. Right?
You'll
So-
definitely have to go home for that.
Oh, 100%.
You
I
gotta
would
see-
want to go to a game,
Yeah.
definitely, if I can get tickets and that stuff. I mean, that'd be very
That'd be
cool.
pretty
but
cool to go.
I'm intrigued to see what the teams are.
Yeah, how they end up doing it.
Yeah.
Speaking of fun tournaments this year, Aiden, you got to be on the collegiate selects team. How was that for you?
Yeah. That place is beautiful. Switzerland. Never been outside of North America. Got to go to Europe for my first time. Yeah, that place is beautiful. It kind of reminds me of Banff. And Lake Louise, there's a bunch of mountains surrounding it and all that stuff, ski hills. And, basically, I felt like when I was in Davos, in Davos, I felt like I was playing in Banff, kind of. It kind of had the same style, kind of had the same feel and that stuff. So, it was an unbelievable opportunity, and, yeah, it was so much fun.
Looked awesome. It looked really fun. Love that.
Yeah.
We have a few fun questions that we were gonna ask, and then we can wrap this up. We were gonna do who's most likely to between the two of you.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So, who is more likely to spend all of their money on clothes?
Probably me,
yeah.
but I don't
Yeah, I'd
really
say
think
Ke-
that's like we
Yeah.
wear the same thing every day.
Okay.
We just throw hoodies on. But I'd say me.
Yeah, probably you.
Yeah, I think me probably.
Who's more likely to talk to a complete stranger and make them their new best friend?
Cade.
Me?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. You like to talk.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
I could
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Probably me.
Yeah.
You're a little more quiet, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's more likely to laugh at their own joke?
You.
Me.
For sure. You're
that one-
Finker's the type of person to have a joke, but he never actually says it because he's laughing the entire time as he's trying to tell the joke.
Yeah.
That
So
is
you don't even get the
so
joke
me.
out.
I totally understand
Yeah,
that.
that's me.
Yeah.
I can't even get it out half the time because
Yeah.
it's just so funny in my head, and then it's not that funny for anybody else.
It's
but
like you're just laughing and you think it's the funniest joke ever, and then you get it out and everybody's like, oh.
Yeah, just blow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
just
so
like,
It's just not
laugh for
funny.
30
You're just
seconds.
Yeah.
That's me.
Who's more likely to cry during a movie?
I don't think that's either.
No, I think you.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't cry? Come
I-
on, you've cried during a movie before. I definitely have, but
I've
I
never
just
cried during a movie.
really.
Yeah.
Then I guess it's
Who's more likely to survive a zombie apocalypse?
I think both of us.
that's not the game. Yeah, You think we'd both survive?
Yeah, I think we would figure a way out. I mean,
Who would have better survival skills though?
I don't know.
Me.
I think Cade too.
Probably me.
No offense, Aiden.
Why?
I don't
feel
know.
like I'd have to take care of you the entire time. I think I'd be taking care of you the entire
I
time.
think that's what.
I would also probably get us in trouble because if we were supposed to hide somewhere, I'd start freaking out and I'd be like, we need to get out of here. So I'd be like, I can't sit still.
Yeah. I don't know. That one's tough. I think I'd be fine.
Zombies
take care
coming
of
at
you.
you,
Yeah.
I'd take care
you
of
just
you.
be fine.
Yeah.
Well, we have some. We go out to
do
the-
we have
we're-
guns and that stuff?
We live out in the. We go outside and at home all the time into the bushes and do
Oh,
random
yeah.
stuff. So
I've gone
we're pretty good.
Camping and that
Yeah.
stuff for
We could survive, I
since
think.
I was kids. and
Okay.
I know how to start a fire from scratch. So
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
See, you are talented.
That is a talent.
Yeah, that's
I guess
talent.
it is.
Like rocks? Like what do you?
Or like the sticks?
Yeah, kind of like. Obviously, you have a little match, but
That does not count as starting a fire from. What you're saying is you put the logs in the fire pit, maybe put some, and then you just light it with a match.
Yeah.
I don't
That-
think you
that-
can say that's starting.
Yeah, that's
fire from
basic.
scratch.
That's basic common sense.
I think anybody could do that.
Yeah.
If you gave him some matches.
I thought you meant like caveman style, like
no.
rubbing the
yeah,
rocks
rubbing the
together.
rocks and sticks,
so-
or like use a
Yeah,
magnifying
it's like
glass.
Like,
bullshit,
no,
yeah.
not that.
No,
So
not
like
that
you can do like a.
I mean,
normal
I know,
fire.
like, yeah.
Okay.
All right, next question.
Who's more likely to show up late to practice?
Me.
I could see you like sleeping through.
Yeah.
That's probably something you would do.
Yeah. That's
Have you
Yeah.
slept through before or
Yeah.
came close? Oh, really?
I actually have too, though,
Yeah.
so I'm guilty too.
I don't think oh, the only time was Quinnipiac last year. I was 1 minute late to stretch, but other than that, I haven't been. But
Yeah.
that's,
My alarm went off last year. I was late for workout one time, and my alarm went off, and I'll never forget the
oh yeah,
feeling you get when you wake up and you look at your phone. You're like, oh no,
yeah.
Oh.
I'm late, and you just like get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, we've been pretty good this year for not being late.
Yeah, we have. Actually.
Last year we had a lot more
Last
late
year
than we did this year.
Yeah, that was bad.
They made Dee Dee and John run behind the bus in Alaska. They were late. The bus just drove away, and they were just like running behind it.
Oh my
That was
god.
pretty funny.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Who's more likely to go skydiving or do something extreme like that?
Not me. That's
Yeah, you don't like heights.
I hate heights.
I don't really like heights
Same.
either, but I think I would go skydiving.
Didn't we have this conversation the other day?
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it the other day.
You said you wanted to.
Yeah, I would go.
There's not enough money in the world that could get me to jump out of an
Yeah,
airplane.
no
Really?
chance.
Not
No.
even if you're like
Well-
attached to like somebody who like does it all the time.
No.
Really?
My thing is like I'm down here on the ground, like, yeah, I'd say I'd go. But when I'm up in that plane, they open that door and tell you to jump.
Yeah.
There's no,
I definitely
there's
have to,
no-
like,
There's no
be-
time in.
Yeah.
I'm never jumping.
I'd have to
I'm
be attached
freezing.
to somebody.
Yeah.
I
They'd
just-
have to like jump out, like like you like I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like they're like you're like
You're
kind
like
of
strapped
attached
to
like a
yeah.
instructor, and then like they like jump out. I don't. Yeah, I think you're right. I think if I was up there and like somebody was like jump,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
get
No
confused.
chance.
I feel like I just have terrible luck and I would be the one that's parachute doesn't like
Yeah.
come out or
That would
something.
be yeah.
That would
That-
be me.
That
But
would be in
at
your
that
back,
point,
the back of your
you're-
mind the
yeah,
entire time.
I'm just gonna keep my 2 feet on the ground and I'll be good. But
That's
At least
fair.
you can do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
all right.
Who's more likely to get lost driving while using a GPS?
100% him. I don't think. I think
Yeah.
you've been here for 3 years, and I still don't think you could get around State College without searching something up.
I mean, buildings.
Like, do you think you could,
Like-
like if I put in like a random building on campus, you could get there without searching it up?
No, but at the same time,
Like,
yes.
like if you were to drive here, do you think you could have gotten here without a
Oh
GPS?
yeah, here, yes,
You
100%,
think?
100%. I used to have class in Willard. If I didn't have class there, then no, I'd have no.
Yeah,
clue.
if you didn't,
Yeah,
there is
yeah.
a lot of buildings at school you just like never go to
Yeah,
during
never
your time.
go to.
Like it's like there's
Like,
so
I've
many
never-
buildings on campus. It's like you can't go to
Yeah.
them all. But
Like,
yeah,
I was-
I'd say you.
I'd say
I
me
would
too.
run the GPS in the passenger seat if you were driving.
Yeah,
It's funny.
yeah.
We'll do one more and then we'll wrap it up. Who is more likely to start dancing in public?
Cade.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me.
Yeah,
I like have social anxiety, but then sometimes I don't have social anxiety. So it's like I feel like if I was in a group, I'd do it better. We've got
Yeah.
guys on our team who would just like Lev would just
Oh,
Lev
yeah.
would
Just
by
do it right
himself.
away.
Just-
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think I could do that. But
Yeah.
I mean, last year at the lip sync for Thon, we won. My class won, and I was the
Nice.
lead. I was the lead act.
Yeah,
so,
you were the lead
Wow.
singer.
yeah, we did a pretty good job.
Impressive.
Do you think you could sing just regularly or lip sync?
I like to think I could sing.
What would be your go-to karaoke song?
It's country. All
Yeah, country.
like,
I don't
you
know what I would sing.
what's-
Maybe "She Got the Best of Me" by Luke Combs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's probably my favorite song from him.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
If you ask my girlfriend, she'll tell you I'm not a good singer.
Yeah.
I probably just scream in the car, but I like to. We're pretty good singers, though. If you ask us.
Yeah,
Like,
we
If
think we're good.
me and
Yeah.
Finker were on a boat with some music, we'd be pretty good. I think.
yeah.
We could get it done.
Oh, we can get it done
Yeah.
100%. We can have
Yeah.
a concert right there.
We got to do karaoke sometime.
Yeah.
We'll have to test this on another episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's a
We can
better
just come in
singer?
and sing.
Part
Yeah,
two.
Yeah.
we'll just sing the whole
Yeah.
episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
Thank you
Cade.
guys
Yeah, thank
so
you
much
guys.
for coming
Thank
on.
you guys. That was a lot of
Thank
fun.
you
That was
guys. Yeah,
awesome.
that was awesome.
We wish you the best of luck in regionals and can't wait to see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank